Well, hello there. Today we are making an awesome soap called Karma Wash. And I was inspired to make this soap because every year I think they had it for 7 years, we would go to Mountain Jam at Hunter Mtn in New York. And they would have a Karma Wash. And every year I made a point to go through this Karma Wash. And I'm going to put a picture in here coming up so you can see what it looks like. This is it. It was fun, silly, and in my head, I felt like my karma was washed. So let's make our own version of a Karma Wash in soap form. I'm using my regular recipe today, which is very heavy on the lard. And I'm using lots of colors. So I figured I'd give you some tips that I've learned about using multiple colors and what you can do to make it go smoother. My essential oil blend is one that I go to often, which is Dark Patchouli by Nurture Soap. And from Brambleberry is the 4042 Lavender and 10 Fold Orange, or Orange 10X. And now I'm also mixing in my micas, which I will have my entire recipe and all the micas I'm using down below. I did add some titanium dioxide to all of my micas, just to mute them down a little bit. And you'll see in the end, they are much more muted. So let's go ahead and we're blending these up. My first tip for using lots of colors is to make sure that your recipe is a slow moving recipe like this one that's heavy on the lard, as well as using a fragrance oil or essential oil blend that does not accelerate. This way you can blend everything up at the same rate. Okay, let's pour. I'm pouring on either end. Now you can pour on either end, down the middle. It really doesn't matter too much because for this one, it's just kind of freestyle. And I end up doing some swirls that are freestyle as well. So let's keep pouring. It's just alternating pours. It looks so pretty as it is. I want to do one of these one day where I don't swirl it and I just cut it. See what happens. Back to music festivals. So this Mountain Jam at Hunter was always our favorite. They always had really great lineup of bands, and you know, music is what makes the world go round. And I love listening to music, especially when I'm making soap. But when I make soap, I usually listen to classical just to keep me grounded and relaxed. That's one tip about making soap, is to make sure you're relaxed and you don't rush. Okay, here is one more tip to think about for when you use multiple colors. When you mix your mica with oils, make sure you account for that extra oil that you're using and either use oils from your main oils or make sure you calculate that so you don't have like overabundance of super fat. Okay, here we go. Swirling. And this is just swirling all over, back and forth, and nothing special. I kind of decide what I'm going to swirl right when I get to it, unless I have a drawn out plan. You can't really do a spin swirl on a narrow, long mold like this. But the turntable, that comes in handy because I like to move my mold around a lot. All right, so let's unmold. I did CPOP this for a little bit. I'm cutting 3-inch sections. This first section is shorter, so I'm just cutting this normal. And the rest of the sections I turn 90 degrees. And I get 3 bars out of each section. They're really pretty. And this essential oil blend is really quite nice. I've used it before. I think if you've seen any of my other videos, you've seen me use this blend before. Pretty. And here's the final bars. I show a couple of the bars from the bottom as well, because I thought it looked really cool. And that's it. These will definitely wash your karma. That's what I think anyway. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.